about you is that not only are you the last remaining survivor
That's right.
of the
Arandora.
ill-fated voyage that
Right, yeah.
caused the lives of
Terrible,
many Italians
terrible.
in Scotland and
Yes.
all over Britain really to be lost.
Lost like a career. Terrible.
Unjustly, stupidly and everything.
Don't mention.
But when 2 days after Mussolini declared war,
Yes. One day after.
one day after,
11th.
and the date was
11th of June.
11th of June.
I love to remember it actually.
One day after, at 6 o'clock in the
In the
morning,
morning.
there was,
Bum bum. Like I sort of expected, you know.
and you knew it,
Oh, aye.
and your family knew it.
Yes, I know.
How old were you?
I was nearly 20, you say 20.
19 going on 20.
You're on 20.
6 o'clock in the morning, and what did the policemen, there were two policemen, and what did they say?
Picked up some clothes, he says, and put them in a case. You wouldn't be very long there, so we put all the bits and pieces in a case, knowing fine and well that that night I think we were driven away to the Maryhill Barracks.
Which barracks?
Maryhill Barracks. Which was
Maryhill Barracks?
Yes.
How many men were put there? How many of the...
Well, it was
Hundreds.
only the Glasgow the ones. I don't think it was very...
Only the glass, so that means maybe 50 or 60.
that's right, yes.
Yeah.
No,
And they were at Maryhill Barracks.
yes.
And then how long were you in Maryhill Barracks?
One night, and then we transferred to Milton Bridge near Edinburgh.
To Milton Bridge Camp.
Camp.
And how long were you there?
Till about 30th of June, I think.
Till the 30th of June.
June,
and you were wondering all that time,
What's
what on earth is going to happen?
What's going to happen?
Were you under guard? Were there
Yeah.
guards?
Yes, oh, I don't
You
know.
couldn't go anywhere?
Actually, one of the guys was Italian. Massaroli or something was his name.
What? What did he think of all of this?
Well, he was born here. He was a soldier. He was born here. And he was looking after going up and down. Of course, we talked to him. Massaroli, I think that was his name.
So there it was towards the end of June.
Yes.
You were still in Milton, in the camp
I can't.
in Scotland, near
Yep.
Edinburgh,
Yeah,
Milton Bridge.
Yep.
That's on the way south of Edinburgh, right?
Is that right? Yes.
Yeah, and they then put you on a train.
I think it must have been a train yesterday, down to Bury.
From which station in Edinburgh?
Oh.
I think it was the Caledonian station.
That-
London, Midland, Scottish.
Well, all the names are all rubbed out.
I know
So-
that.
so-
But I know because you ended up near Liverpool.
Yeah, that's quite correct. Oh, aye.
So what happened when you got to Liverpool? Where were you placed?
It was Bury, actually. Near
Bury.
We stayed there for quite a few days, I think.
3 or 4 days.
And then they picked out all the names, and I was one of the names, and off we got into the Arandora Star.
And when you first saw the Arandora Star,
Aye.
did you think it was a beautiful ship?
Oh, lovely, oh aye. And I said, Cricky, I said, this is not going to tell a man right now.
It's not going to the Arab man.
No.
And when you got on board, were you struck by how beautiful the interior was?
Oh, lovely. Aye, you can still see it there.
And you still remember it very clearly?
I remember quite clearly, yes.
How long were you on that ship
Just that.
before it was torpedoed?
What, just that one night then. One night.
You mean to say
Uh-huh.
you didn't get a good night's sleep?
Don't think so, no. I was waking up at 6 o'clock in the morning.
Who actually woke you up?
The bang.
The bang?
The bang.
How big was the bang?
Well, it was a thump more than anything else.
Thump.
A thump.
And did the ship move?
No, not
Did
really.
it shudder?
No, I never got that, no.
Were you sleeping with 3 or 4 other people?
They were all beside me here, all from Glasgow, more or less.
And what did they all do? Were you the first to wake, or they all wake at the same
They were
time?
all waking at the same time.
And they got their clothes on?
Some managed to get onto the wee lifeboat, and some just jumped overboard into the water.
And that was the end of them?
That was the end of them. They thought they'd be safer there. Friends who knew me, well, they were friends of my father, and when my father was left here at Milton Bridge, he said to them, he says, look after my boy, he says. And they said, okay. And while I was on deck there, I heard the thud, and they were on the lifeboat, already on the lifeboat. And they saw me there, so they dragged me into it. And I was very lucky to be dragged into it.
You were dragged in by friends?
By friends, yes.
But where were you standing?
I was bewildered, I mean, just on a deck. I don't know what had happened.
Were you worried that you weren't going to get off the boat?
Oh, no worries at all. I mean, I don't know where I was. 6 o'clock in the morning and bang.
It was 6 o'clock in the morning. Was it light? Daylight?
Oh, yes, lovely. Oh, it was lovely that
Was
day.
it warm?
Oh, lovely. Oh, lovely day.
Beautiful day.
Beautiful. And I didn't know, well, they said, oh, there's a boy there, grab him. So they grabbed me and dragged me to the coast. That was lucky.
So they dragged you
Into the boat.
put into the lifeboat.
Boat, that's right. Oh, aye.
And how long were you in that lifeboat?
Ah, no. I think it was 7 or 8 hours off, I can't remember.
But did you see the Arandora star sinking?
Yes.
How close were you to that?
Well, quite, not very close, quite close enough. I saw it going down, it was terrible to see it.
You saw that many human beings in the water.
Don't mention, all the wee heads there, all the wee heads.
All the little heads.
And then all the more heads. And all that was left now was very, very quiet, funny, eerie, call it what you want. You only saw sky and water.
No shit.
Terrible. I know, shit. Terrible. It's difficult to describe that to people, especially when you've got a wee glass of wine.
I'm going to drink to you as a survivor. But by the way,
Aye.
but when there was this silence,
Yes.
what was the conversation in
Nothing.
that?
Nothing. Oh,
Nobody
nothing.
said anything.
No, I think all were engrossed in their own little thoughts. I was huddled against the side there and had nothing said. Don't say anything.
Was there any of the crew members on board?
They must have been, they must have known more how to work it.
How many people were on board that lifeboat?
About 20.
Could it hold 20 people?
I think they were quite big.
So why was there only 20 when there were people in the water? Did you pick anybody in the water up?
Oh, no, I was so
You've
dazed.
got to try and remember a little.
I know. So dazed and vomiting and all the rest of it. I couldn't remember very much. I was just huddled up against a wee boat.
You were huddled, were you shivering?
A wee bit, yeah.
But the sun came out.
It was so cold that time in the morning.
But there are a number of people washed up on the shores of the Hebridean Islands. And there's a stone placed where their remains were buried. And it says, Un Italiano cittadino d'Italia conosciuto. Conosciuto. And that means we don't even know who they are.
Don't know, I know. And also there's a book there by Sorsa, and he's got on the front page, Morti per la Patria. I don't go with that. Morti per la Patria.
But you don't go for that.
No, because they died for nothing.
They died for
nothing.
Absolutely nothing. They did not die for their
patria.
country. No, for their country. Did you have any doubt about being picked up and saved?
No, I don't think so. No.
You knew that.
No, I just get my fingers crossed. What's going to happen here? That's all.
The story is that the torpedo that hit you was the last torpedo that U-boat had.
Looks like it. That's right.
It was on its way back.
Bad luck. Bad luck.
Bad luck.
Bad luck.
Where did the torpedo strike? In the engine room, I think.
Somewhere in the engine. I've got some of the books I've been reading.
Now, what I want to know is, immediately after that, within a few hours, you found yourself back on dry land.
Well, not quite, no. This destroyer came along from a Canadian one, and they picked us up.
And where did they go?
And two greeners. Took us 2 greeners.
How many people did they pick up?
And well, 200 of us, Italians. I don't know how many picked up of the Germans or whoever they were.
Yeah.
200 we were there.
In that destroyer, it didn't take long.
No.
A few hours.
It took a few hours, yes.
And you were landed where?
In Greenock.
How many days were you there?
I think a couple of days, I remember.
Yeah. And then there was another troop ship ready.
Right. Well, no, that took a wee while. Wait a minute. It took a wee while, a few days after that. That was Dunera.
The Dunera, oh my God. Did it look like a sister ship?
No.
A completely different ship?
Aye.
Lower class, not as nice?
That's right, not as nice, aye.
Did you know where they were going to take you?
No.
But they eventually did take you all the way to Canada.
Just to Australia.
To Australia?
Yes.
Not to Canada?
No.
Because they wanted you to have better weather, is that right?
Yes, that's what
they thought, no, we're going to treat these people properly because they've had a bit of a shock.
Quite correct.
We will not send them into the snows of
Canada.
Canada. We'll send them somewhere nice.
Okay.
So you were on a voyage for how long were you on that voyage?
55 days. Aye, it's quite a long voyage.
Were you threatened by any more U-boats?
Yes.
You were?
U-boats, one U-boat launched 2 torpedoes against us, but it didn't go off, didn't explode.
It hit you?
Hit us, yes, but never exploded. We were lucky.
Wait a minute, you could have been doing the same, you could have been repeating.
Same again.
Where did that attack take
Well,
place?
somewhere in the Atlantic.
Oh, goodness me.
I know.
So 55 days
Yes.
of sailing
Yes.
on that liner,
Yeah, all right.
and were you looked after well enough?
Well, some people were always complaining that they were badly treated. Well, I wasn't bad, I just accepted everything.
You did.
I wasn't cheeky or anything.
You weren't cheeky. Some of them were cheeky.
Some were probably cheeky, and of course that doesn't do that.
No, it doesn't do it.
But then some of the what's it called, the commanders on the ship where we were commanding, they did steal a lot of things from us.
They stole things from
Stole
you.
things off. Aye.
What did they actually steal?
And well, whatever, well, your rings or watches or something like that.
Anything that was valuable,
Correct.
they stole them.
They stole them. Oh, aye. And instead on
Was that on the Arandora Star?
no, this one.
It was on the Dunera, yeah.
Aye. I'm a British officer. I gave all the stuff to them, and you get it back when you go back to Melbourne. But it didn't turn out. See?
They said, you've got to hand all that stuff over.
That's right.
And you're all going to get it back at Melbourne.
get it back
But
at
you-
Melbourne.
that disappeared.
never-
Right. Did you know you were going to Melbourne?
No. I didn't do nothing.
You had no idea.
So the first stop was Perth.
Oh, you stopped at Perth.
Yes. Stopped just Perth. And then from there went to Melbourne.
How did you get to Melbourne? You stayed on the ship
Oh, ship, oh yes, aye.
all the way?
All the way. It's quite a distance away.
God, but that's a long way. It's another
That's a long way.
2,000 some hundred miles.
That's about that, you're right, yes.
Maybe more than that. Nearly 3,000.
Just
miles.
about there.
Yeah.
Aye.
And when you got to Melbourne,
Oh, well,
what did they tell you was your destination? Was it a specially built camp?
That's special. But it didn't say anything. It just took us to a bus or something or a train, and we were taken up to Tatura. That's the name. With
Now, when you mentioned Tatura, that's not the centre of Melbourne.
no, Tatura's away.
In the hills?
100 miles away, and more or less a desert.
A desert?
Well, it's desert. It's quite desert. Well, you're inland.
Yeah.
So we were quite happy there because the camp was reasonably done, and plenty to eat. We're quite happy for eating. We're quite happy there.
Nice climate.
Oh, lovely. Aye.
Did they tell you how long you were going to be there?
No, nobody knew there.
How long did you actually end up being there?
4 years.
But what did they ask you to do during the day?
But I was
Did
quite,
they keep you occupied?
I was quite happy there because I've never done nothing in all my life.
You've always worked?
Well, I was working with metal, working with this, or working 1 or 2 wee things. I like to do that.
Is that where you learned the trade of
The watchmaker?
watchmaker?
A wee bit, yes.
That's where it began.
That's
Somebody
began.
gave you a watch to repair.
Right, correct.
That's where you developed your
That's it.
interest in
And it's straight.
the craft of watch
Oh,
repairing.
Yes. And when I come home, as soon as I to the ground, my brother had opened up a watchmaker shop.
Oh, you didn't know that though.
Not that time, but when I came back.
Your
I
little
said,
brother, who did he go into the army, by the way? When
No.
He escaped the whole thing.
Let's give all things. Too young for that time.
Too young. Now, all I want to know is, how did they get you back to Britain? Did they put you on another ship?
Mauritania.
Oh,
Oh.
super class. What was that like? Where did that land?
Liverpool again.
Liverpool. Now, was the war over?
Oh yes. Aye.
There were no U-boats.
There was nothing. No.
Yeah. Now, how much contact did you have with your family?
Oh, as much as possible. It was the Red Cross used to give us postcards to send to the family. All you could say was, I'm in good health, and that was it. But at least there was some connection.
But you couldn't say where you were.
And well, they could see from the postmark where I was.
Oh, they could. They could see it was Australia.
Yes, all right.
How much money was it costing each individual prisoner of war? Because that's what you were really.
Prison work, correct, all right.
You were defined as a prisoner of war.
Yeah.
Now, did you expect to be the last surviving member?
No.
Yeah. I mean, you become a hero.
I'm a hero, aye.
And they gave you an award. Can I see you
Oh, aye.
holding this amazing?
It's lovely, I must say that, aye.
I mean, I love it. I love this thing. You and I are in the same club.
You're the same club, quite correct.
We are both members of this extraordinary
That's right.
club
Aye.
of Cavalieri della Repubblica d'Italia.
Italia.
Can you hold that up?
Oh, bye.
Isn't that
Yeah.
wonderful?
Yeah.
And you can wear this little
So I'll put
badge.
this every time I might do that when I come home.
I think you've got to wear this beautiful thing.
That's right.
But also, I think, I
agree
mean,
with
that looks,
Oh,
so just let me lie it there.
It enhances me.
It does. No, it gives you your proper place in how can I say, in whatever we like to call the British way of life.
You say, good
And now, when did you become a British citizen?
well, I was in 95, about 1955, 1960, because some of us had a break-in and some of my things were stolen, and I was stolen when I became a British subject. But I was in 1956, something like that.
Yeah.
Aye.
And you therefore had to relinquish your Italian.
Well, that's what they said. I didn't know that.
You didn't know that
No.
you could have had dual nationality.
Yes, I didn't know that. It was a man I said, here, we're going to stay here in England or in Britain all our lives. May I still have a British subject? I said, all right, that was it. That's what I was changing my shirt. And out of the blue I got this. Well, you're a British subject, you've lost all Italian citizenship.
That's what they told you. Now, what does that mean?
I mean, I'm going to get nothing.
Oh my God. So it means that you have absolutely no right.
Don't right to anything. Nothing until they give me anything. Until they give me absolutely nothing, except 4 years in a prison camp. That's what she gave me.
The Italian way of life,
Yeah.
the Italian government managed to give you the great gift of 4 years in
4
an
years
Italian
in
prison.
prison,
Well, your mother was very happy living here.
Oh yes, all right.
Did they manage to survive the agony of losing their son for 4 years? How did it affect
Well,
them?
I know. Well, probably they said lucky, because many people went down after lucky one.
Yeah, yeah.
So
So they were grateful to that. And they knew you were safe.
yes, all right.
They knew you were safe
but,
and well.
But after about a year or so.
Only after a year, so
Oh,
they didn't
yeah.
know. They,
No.
Did they think you'd been drowned?
Yes, I think so. I must have been thinking these lines. Aye.
What?
Yes, well, there was no communication from Australia to Europe.
Or from the British government here to say,
No.
it's all right, your son is alive.
That's right. No, nothing like that.
Oh, that's disgraceful.
I know. That's what happened.
But that is a disgrace. I think we're going to have a public apology from
We
someone.
have going to have that.
Now, I'm going to have to go to your village, and I want you to describe the village as if you're looking at the painting. I need you to speak about the painting that you've got hanging here. Do you have family there?
Joanna's got 2 sisters there,
Living there?
living there.
With families?
Yeah.
Gosh.
So I go back
And
there.
you have no family there?
No family there, no.
But because you've got a wife who's got
Oh,
family there.
I'm here. Oh,
Yeah.
I'm a Scotsman.
Well, listen, I want to thank you, and I'd just like to drink
Aye, aye.
to your health,
Again.
to you and your dear, darling
my
wife.
Good, my good lady.
She's a fantastic soul.
Aye, I was a lovely
And to
girl.
everything you stand for.
Yeah.
And I'm honoured to be with you.